You have not seen the shell dwelling tank in a minute. Grab your fish nets, stockings, and your swimsuits, and let's go check out the shell dwelling tank. You ready? Come on! What's going on, fish fanatics? It's Jay Wilson, and you're looking at the shell dwelling tank. This is a tank that really has no maintenance. I refill it up when the water gets low. Haven't done a water change since I started. I will do a water change at some point, but honestly, the levels are so stable, this ecosystem is thriving, that I really don't want to mess with anything with this tank. But overall, the Brevis Sunspot are doing outstanding. There's a pair that you're going to see here in a little bit. They're kind of in the top left of the shelling area, and they hang out together. I'm hoping for fry at some point, but you know, I don't know if it's going to happen. They seem like they're just platonic friends. They just hang out together. But overall, I really enjoy this tank. Everybody seems to really take to it when they come in. They look at it. It's a world in its own. I've got the compressiceps there hanging out underneath the cave. There are two other compressiceps in here and a couple of Julies, but they don't come out. And it's okay. They run in their own world. I'll see them every once in a while. They eat. They're thriving. And I haven't lost a singular fish since moving this tank into this spot and transferring them from the larger aquarium to this one. This is like the perfect shell dwelling tank. It's a cylinder. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, and the shellies move around the way they need to move around. The compressiceps have the place to hide, and the Julies go in and out of the rocks. And honestly, I can't say enough about this, and I think that's why I enjoy Lake Tanganyika so much, is because of how amazingly active the fish are. They're not just super brightly colored and squash them into a tank and we love them. And that I love haps and peacocks. But when I look at a tank like this, it's something completely different. I can create a world that I just don't feel I'm able to achieve with peacocks and haps. And so that's why I think Lake Tanganyika has become increasingly more popular for me. And so I highly encourage you to check it out. I thank you so much for checking this update video out. Just so you're aware, it has a small light. It's a 12-inch light. It's got actinic and 10,000K. Super simple, super easy, super cheap light, nothing fancy. I've got real shells in there, some Carib sea sand, some universal rocks, and it is plumbed with an FX4. It does have an overflow box, and people always say, well, why don't you just put the sump under there? Well, it's a round stand, and I had to do a round sump. Didn't have the cash flow for it, so I went with the FX4 that was laying around. And it's heated in the back. It stays at a brisk temperature of about 77, and they love it. And I love it. So thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, tweeting, retweeting, double tapping, liking, Instagramming, commenting on this video. It is simply phenomenal. I greatly appreciate all of the things you do for this channel. Hit that sub button, hit that like button, and share this video. And you know what? Hold a door open for somebody. Pay it forward this week. You know what's next. Holla!